Changing out a motor box. Tools needed: small flathead screwdriver, 1/8 inch Allen wrench, 7/16 socket on a ratchet, 7/16 nut driver. For a downloaded version of these instructions, please follow the link. Use a small flathead screwdriver, wedge it in between the door guide and the door. Use a 1/8 inch Allen wrench, remove the door roller bearing. Disconnect the 2-pin green connector. Disconnect the 10-pin green field wiring. Disconnect the 120-volt PC power cord, not shown here. Disconnect the factory 16-pin plug located at far back. Use a 7/16 socket on a ratchet. Loosen the bottom 2 bolts. It's not necessary to remove because the motor box is slotted and sets on these bolts. Rotate the door arm to the right 90 degrees. Use a 7/16 socket on a ratchet. Completely remove last bolt located at the top left of the motor box. Rotate the door arm another 90 degrees. It should be pointing towards the ground. Lift up the motor box and pull out fully. To reinstall new motor box, slide in at a slight angle to where it sits on the 2 bottom bolts. Make sure washers aren't behind the motor box housing. Use a 7/16 nut driver. Replace the top left bolt as removed previously. Do not fully tighten. Rotate the door arm to face the top of the unit. Use a 1/8 inch Allen wrench. Replace the roller bearing. You may have to push up on the bottom of the motor box to get the hole to line up properly. Remove the wedged flathead screwdriver from the door guide and door. Make sure the door is at top dead center. Lift the motor box until it bottoms out on the top door guide. Drop the motor box 1/8 inch. Use a 7/16 socket on a ratchet. Tighten the 3 remaining bolts. Plug back in the 2-pin green connector. Plug back in 16-pin plug. Plug back in the 120-volt PC cord. Plug back in the 10-pin field green wiring. For questions, call 1-800-533-3794, extension 523.